Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Let's Talk About Networking special that we're doing every week. We're talking about BNI and about networking, about how it's helped a particular business. This week, I am joined by Sean McDevitt from Derrick Electrical. Good afternoon, Sean.
Good afternoon.
How are you? All right?
I'm not so bad, you?
Good. I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for joining us today. Just tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Right, so it's Sean McDevitt from McDevitt Electrical and Controls Limited. We are electrical contractors and control panel manufacturers based in Burnley and established in 2015. We carry out installations for the industrial, commercial and domestic sectors, and we also design and install OEM control panels, which we ship all over the world for some big canning plants, and we can make all sorts of funky little panels and control all sorts of little stuff, really. So, yeah, we can do all electrical installations. We can do anything control-wise. And we're also recently accredited for the installation of EV chargers for electric vehicles. So, yeah.
And how's business?
Contracting side's been quiet with the impact of the pandemic of COVID. The manufacturing side of control panels has been really busy, because plastic's obviously on the way out, so everything's going to cans, so we have been affected, but turnover-wise, it doesn't look like we've been affected because we've been busy on the manufacturing side, whereas the contracting side's quietened down. All the big jobs got put on hold, and it's a lot of maintenance and testing we've been doing really all year.
Very good. Now, you've been involved in networking in BNI for about 12 months now. Well, you've just come to your renewal. Yeah. So tell us why did you decide to renew?
I think I always set out from when I signed up to BNI that I'm always going to give it more than a year anyhow. You never get anything back in the first year. You've got to build relationships and trust with everybody in your group and your wider network, and you've got to give it time. You've got to put stuff in to get stuff out, basically. You know, you've got to earn the trust of people and the respect. And so I always said I'd at least give it 2 years. So I've gone into my second year. You know, as long as it's working, the method's working, and we're still generating business for us, and also us generating business for other people and helping other people. You know, that's really why I renewed, and I like helping people as well. You know, it feels good to help other people, and you know, it definitely feels good.
And what's the main thing that you've done to make it work for you? Is it purely being there all the time and being visible, or is it getting to know people better? What's the main thing that's kind of worked for you?
It was easier because I knew a few people in the group. So obviously I do work with people in the group, or they do work with me, vice versa. So that helped. But you know, putting the time and the effort to understand the fellow members, having one-to-ones, you know, understanding how can they help you, how can you help them. So I think that helped, having the one-to-ones, and then it helped with the confidence side of it and stuff like that. You feel more confident if you know a bit about who's in the group, how you can refer them, and how you can help each other. So,
yeah. Of course, you're in one of the BNI groups over in Pendle.
Yes.
Which has been going just over 12 months now, and you've made some, I would have thought, some really good friends as well as business colleagues. Right,
definitely,
good.
Yeah. It's about you build relationships, don't you? So.
And what fears did you have about networking before you joined one of these groups? What were your questions, and were they answered?
Confidence, really, standing in front of people, having to talk. You know, it were a big thing. I'm still not 100% confident and, you know, sure when I'm doing it, but I feel I've come on leaps and bounds since I first did it, you know, 12 months in. So that were a big thing, having to stand and speak in front of people. One-to-one base, I can do it all day long.
Yeah.
When it's in a group, it's a bit different, but, you know, that helped. And it was new to me. I've never done any networking, so it was completely new. So it was it was just a bit of understanding, you know, what networking is, what it's about, how it works. So we're all a bit new to it.
And from now, what's the plans for that Derrick Electrical now? What's the future look like?
Future look like? So we're doing a big push on our EV chargers at the minute. So we've been recently accredited to install them and help people get the OLEV grant, where you can get up to £350. So we're doing a big push on that because I think that will be a big market over the coming years. Trying to grow our electrical side, so trying to get into some new clients and diversify and grow that side, and also the manufacturing side, trying to pick up a few new clients. And that's a growth, really. We've gone from 5 to 24 employees over the last 5 years, so continue the growth and do it in a structured and a measured way, and take a calculated and educated risk, and hopefully continue to be successful in the future, really.
And last question, I suppose, how does networking feature in the future for you?
I think network is your sales team, basically. Some of the clients I've picked up and some of the jobs I've done from leads from your networking, I wouldn't have known how to get into there. But because they know them and they're working there, or they're doing business with them, or they know people who work there, obviously they've been able to get us in the door. And without being a networking, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So
Brilliant. Last question then, actually, I lied. This is the last question. Where can people go to find more about McDevitt Electrical?
Where can they go? There's a website, so we've just recently updated his website, so we've got everything on our website, even the application for the OLEV grant for the EV charges on there now, and a little bit about it. Social media we have, but don't use it that much at the minute, but that's on my radar for next year to start using our social media. So everything's on our website, and all the contact details and everything's on there.
Brilliant. I really appreciate you joining us for this small amount of time on a Thursday. Have a great networking experience, and thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Liam.
Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining us today, and we'll be back next week for another chat with another local businessman or businesswoman.